Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Asan Balaj. In today's video we will discuss two things. The pre-GPT era and GPT era. Pre-GPT era means the before the launch of Chat GPT. So we will see first, we will see this, is artificial intelligence present before launch of Chat GPT? And the second things, then what were those AI models that were present? Why artificial intelligence was not in boom? After the launch of ChatGPT, every YouTuber, everybody is talking about ChatGPT. So what is this was terminology? In this video, we will discuss and try to understand it. So first, we will see and gain the concept of artificial intelligence before the launch of ChatGPT. So you have noticed hundreds, thousands of times in your mobile phone, your face recognition system, your fingerprint system, they were all AI, artificial intelligence. It is detecting your face, you detecting your finger, and opening your lock of your system. So this is the example of artificial intelligence used in everyday life. The same case applies with the Google. You have noticed the Google Assistant. In Android and iPhone, you have used Siri for the voice assistant. What they both do, they are the example of artificial intelligence, but before launch of Chat GPT. The same case with the self-driving car. You have noticed Tesla, BMW, they all have the AI ecosystem that drives their car. But again, this question arises, then why AI, artificial intelligence is not in boom? Why everyone was not talking about it? That what happens after launch of ChatGPT? This is the question you have to ask to yourself, that what thing has changed that everyone, every YouTuber, every class is talking about ChatGPT. First, you need to understand this word GPT. So, after the launch of ChatGPT, the artificial intelligence come, or I can say that highlighted. Why? What is the biggest reason? The biggest reason was the generative model. Yes, you need to, there are two terminologies you have to understand here. The first is destructive artificial intelligence, or we can say destructive AI. The second thing is generative AI. So before I discuss some of the everyday AI examples, they were the descriptive form of AI. They all are doing a single particular things. If voice is being trained, so that was a only system that is detecting your voice. Same case, if it is face system, it is detecting your face. But after the launch of ChatGPT, it revolutionized everything. Everything has been changed. What is changed? That now artificial intelligence is not doing a single thing, but it is doing multiple things. Like it can generate the text. You are not giving it a text, but it is generating the text which is not present in the form it is giving to you. It can generate your voice, it can generate image. This generative model is come. This is what everyone was talking about Chat GPT, and it revolutionized everything. And this model comes bring so many changes in the world. This is why it was not possible before the launch of Chat GPT. You notice after the Chat GPT, the world was went toward LLMs, large language models. Basically, this is also a terminology, large language model in the terminology of artificial intelligence. This is used for GPTs like Chat GPT, Bard, Gemini, Meta AI, and many. Now Grok is also part of this LLM community, DeepSeek, these all are LLMs. Why? Because they are generative models. So this is the change which is after launch of ChatGPT. ChatGPT introduced the world to the new dimensions. This is why artificial intelligence is highlighted today, that it is generating everything, it is making much more easier systems, it is making everything that was not possible before, but today with the help of these models you are quite easy and do everything much easier in pre GPT's era. So also you like this video, you learn many terminologies, many things in the single video. Follow us for more till the end. We will see you in the next video. Bye. Bye. Assalamu alaikum.